Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is Adham Abou-Shehada and this is ZIN Talk. And today's guest is Jeremy DeVaal. He is a Zumba jammer based in Minnesota, USA. Now guys, before I bring him on, say hello, say hi, leave some comments below. We also have a poll, so if you just answer it with the required answers, whatever you think, that would be great. Perfect. Let's bring him on. Hello Jeremy, okay?
Hey, hello.
Bless you. Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you? You good?
I'm doing well. Yes.
Brilliant. Do you want to fill us in on your Zumba journey?
Yes. So it's been a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I would say it's not your quote typical Zumba journey, I would say, Um, so I went to my first trade. Well, I should say I started taking classes back in 2011, the first time I attempted to college. And let me tell you, class was at 6 a.m. I am not a morning person in the slightest. All right. But class was at 6 a.m. and a friend invited me to go. So I was like, all right, let's do this. I don't know what this is. Like I'm not a fitness person, I'm not a dancer, but I like doing line dances when you go to like weddings and such. But that was it. And so they invited me to Zumba, 6 a.m. Like I struggled to get up at 9. Okay, like it was a struggle. But I kept going because it was fun, right? And it kept me coming back. So that was 2011. I decided to take a break from school, just to consider whatever. I didn't pick the right major,
Yeah.
um, and so I was back in my farm town, hometown community, small
Mm-hmm.
town, and was attending Zumba that they had there. Well, little did I know what they were teaching was not Zumba.
Yeah.
um, so that's fine. So for the heck of it, one day, because there was nothing to do in this small town other than go to the bar, and I wasn't old enough, so I couldn't do that. So there was nothing to do. And so a friend and I, just for the heck of it, went to go to a Zumba training. Why? No idea. It was something to do. Right? And we drove 2.5 hours to go to this training. I had no idea what I was getting into. And the place I was teaching classes at found out I was going to training and asked if I wanted to teach classes. And I was like, yeah, sure. And so like I had classes lined up 2 days after my first B1. Bad idea. Like was not ready. So not only did I go to training and find out what Zumba was and what I thought it was wrong, right? So I found out what Zumba was, and I got classes in 2 days, and I was so out of shape. Like I wasn't a fitness person, I wasn't an athlete, any of that through high school or so. Here I go to this 8-hour training, and I'm dying. Okay, like too much, too
It
much.
is pretty.
And I come
I mean,
back.
well, you do feel a bit rough the next day, don't you? I know I did
Yes.
anyway.
Oh my gosh. Coming coming from a guy that usually just sat around all day. I was like, what is this? um and fun facts, at that training, I didn't understand what ZIN was. And that training was on Saturday. And on that Saturday, I did not sign up for ZIN.
You didn't get your free discs, probably something. The welcome pack.
but but my zest was Debbie Wood, from I believe Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
area
Yeah.
here in the States. And she told us, you know what, don't worry. If you let me know, you can think about it. If you decide by tomorrow, Sunday, and let me know that you decide you want to do ZIN, I will send you out the welcome packet. And I thought about it overnight, and basically it came down to, why would I not do this? Why would I not get all the tools that come with ZIN? Why would I not have this music coming to me to use in my classes? And I signed up the next day.
Oh, well, you got a
so
chance, bless her. That was kind of her.
so it was really nice to get that. I don't know how common that was. Again, that was
Mm-hmm.
back in 2013.
Yeah.
I don't whatever, but that happened, and I mean I'm forever grateful that she gave that option, because it really helped that decision to join ZIN in March of 2013. And well, here we are 7.5 years later. Um, just from the start, I used to struggle teaching 2 classes a week.
Mm-hmm.
And as the instructor, I couldn't handle it. That we literally used to take like a 2-minute break in the middle of class so I could catch my own breath, like for real. And so went from that to 7.5 years later, and I currently teach 7 classes a week between Monday evening and Friday morning, as well as a Zumba jammer, traveling, and like it's changed.
It's a
Life.
180, definitely. Bless you. No, that was good. It's quite a journey. That's brilliant. We need to say hello to a few people. We've got Anna Lee from Sweden. We've got Marisol from Houston, Texas. We've got Elaine Flaherty. Bless her, from from Ireland, I think it was. Yeah. So yeah, saying hello. Hey guys, leave us some comments below. Say hello. So yeah, so that was brilliant. That was good. That was an interesting introduction to Zumba. So you did Zumba with a friend. A friend had invited you, and then you went back to your hometown. After uni, you weren't sure about college. So so you went back home, and then you did Zumba. That was the early class, was it at university, wasn't it? It was the college, right?
Yeah, the early class was at the university.
Yeah, definitely. No, it was cool. It was good. Even Elaine says it was a big change in the last 7 years. So that was brilliant. No, it's good. So that was interesting, definitely. So what other trainings have you done? Have you done any specialities, any like continuing education, B2, or is it R2 now? Yeah, R2 and R3.
R2.
Yeah.
I like to say I'm a training junkie.
Mm-hmm.
Because I oh my gosh, trainings are so much fun. I've done R2. I've done R3 when it came out back in the spring. Pro Skills, Centau, Step, Aqua, Kids Junior, Toning, Strong Nation. I was in the first Strong by Zumba training that happened in the Minneapolis, Minnesota metro area.
Nice.
So it's name has changed, format is different than what they first ever taught.
Like, I'm always, when I say Strong, I'm always trying to remember the new name. Yeah, so yeah, no, it's a great program. It's really good. Who did you do your Strong Nation training with?
It was Kelly Bullard from Milwaukee.
Bullard. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, that's good. That's brilliant. That's great. So enough of that. Tell us how you became a Zumba jammer and what made you apply.
Yeah, it's another fun story. So once I started getting into Zumba more and like connecting with the ZIN community, I wanted to do more. And at first I had talked to people, because I didn't at the time, I didn't like know what a Zumba jammer was, and I was like, I can't choreograph songs. And so I was like, I first started asking like what it took to be a ZES.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fun facts. Again, life changes. And that Zumba jammer became a better fit. And I started going to more jam sessions and actually understanding like what they did. And that's what inspired me to be like, you know what, that's what I want to do. I want to help build that community and keep the community going and give back to the community that accepted me and took me in when they didn't know who I was. Because I was driving from my small town in South Dakota, 3.5 hours to the Minneapolis metro area to be a part of the Zumba community and the ZIN community that was here. And it was amazing. So I wanted to give back to that. And it is really how it started. And so I was like, okay, what does this look like? What should I do? And I started, getting the steps that you need to take to be a jammer, to get your group fitness certification, to have the liability insurance and just to be ready. And I was like, all right, when that call comes out, I'm going to do it. We're going to jump on it. I'm just going to take the jump. I'm leaping in. I don't know what it's going to look like. And that's kind of like become a life motto, is to just take that leap of faith into new things. And like when opportunity comes, jump at it, see if it happens. You can always learn after you get the opportunity presented to you, right? If you're
Yeah, I
not
know what
like
you
fully
mean.
sure what it is.
Of course,
Like,
you know,
and
I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah, you've got to have aspirations, and it's a challenge in life, you know, and that was brilliant. That was a good step. It was a great step. You know, you're obviously really
so
good. You know, I know Zumba probed the jammers and zesses, you know, quite a bit. So yeah, no, it's brilliant. It's really good.
I will
Um,
say
mm-hmm,
I didn't make it on the
mm-hmm,
first audition I sent in.
mm-hmm.
So I sent the first one in, wasn't ready.
Yeah,
Like, and I did get that, you know what? We don't think you're ready at this time, feel free to try again later.
yeah,
And as hard as that is to hear, when it's something you're like, you have to set your mind on, it's something you really want, like, looking back, it was the best decision that could have ever happened at that time. um, because it pushed me to do more, to be better, to do more research and have a better understanding of it,
mm-hmm.
so that when it came around the next time and I applied that second time, my application and my audition videos were so much better, and I was able to just be like, okay, I know what needs to happen, and provide that.
Actually, you
And
know what?
so it was
It
that.
takes experience and time. Sometimes we realize that in
Yes.
time. And I completely know where you're coming from. Definitely, definitely. No, it's good. It's good. At least you had an aspiration. You were at it. You knew exactly what you wanted. That's really good. Yeah. No, it's brilliant. Yeah. Elaine says, follow your dreams. And Annalise
Always.
says, true. If you don't try, you will never know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's say Elaine says, love trainings. I'd easily do one a week. I just need to win the lotto.
Same.
Bless. Yeah, no, it's brilliant. Brilliant. So, yeah. So, how long have you been a jammer for, Jeremy?
What is it, 2020 now? Coming up on 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that second time I auditioned, my training happened in the summer of 2016, and everything became official in the fall of 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So really are coming right up here on the 4-year anniversary of it, of becoming a jammer and being able to, represent the program and build community and and
Yeah.
everything.
No, definitely. It's good fun. It is brilliant, actually. So, yeah. No, that's brilliant. That's really good. So how do you think the Zumba Jam program has evolved over the time, over the 4 years that you've been, even more? Because obviously you attended jam sessions beforehand. How do you think it's changed?
It's, I mean, I want to say one of the big ones
Mm-hmm.
that, everybody, can see is that they're now, like, it was recognized by ACE and AFA as continuing education, that it counts towards group fitness certifications. I don't know how it works over in the UK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um,
we have something
and, but,
similar called reps. Yeah, it's a very
okay,
similar point system. Yeah.
cool. And I know that's one of the big things. And, in the beginning, I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know how big that was when that came. And so, I mean, that's one of the big things is like, it came from, they were more just like, let's get together, let's dance, let's have some fun too. You know what? Like now it's focused more. I wouldn't say it's focused more, but it's recognized as, what, dance can be fitness. And it's just kind of a fun thing there. Another one of the big changes that I've seen is the introduction of specialty jams and getting all the specialty jammers and evolving that out and just expanding off of what that session was. I would say the core of the session has not changed. Like there's still that vision and that what it's centered around at a session. But I definitely say it's gotten better. It's gotten, to be able to blossom and be more than, strictly just a choreography session, right? Because I would say in the past, that's what it was. is they used to just see like how many choreographies can you jam into this session and teach. And it's amazing to know that it's more than just that now. And it's, you get the choreographies, but you get those connections, you get everything. And I mean, honestly, I know people that find instructing gigs because they go to these jam sessions, because now we got that community aspect that's built in.
Definitely.
And you get to know people.
It brings, yeah, I mean, it's continuing education. It brings people together. You network. You find, especially in a specific area, you meet other instructors you could cover for, or you could, scout out others that can cover for you. So it's really, there's so many benefits. And I know, coming back from a weekend, from a jam session or a training, and literally my participants could tell that I've been on something Zumba that weekend, because you could tell it. It's just by the energy that you. Yeah, no, it's brilliant. It's amazing. It does bring a lot to instructors. It is brilliant. No,
yes.
Good. So, what do you love about being a Zumba jammer?
I love inspiring. If I had to put in just a couple words, just that opportunity to get to inspire people, just and knowing that they're going to take that inspiration back to their classes and back to their participants. Because really just who I am as a person is I love promoting positivity. I love inclusion, and just inspiring people to do that, to be, this is a safe space. You can come be who you are. And because that's what the community did for me. Like I said in the beginning, when I first started coming to the Minneapolis metro area, and I just love helping facilitate that even farther. And don't get me wrong, I love traveling too. It's been
it's good. It's a good excuse to travel, isn't it? Really.
Exactly. Obviously, there's not much travel going on right now, but it definitely was a good excuse to travel. But ultimately, connecting with ZIN members across the country, here in the States, has been amazing. And I don't know. I've yet to travel outside the country for a jam session, but big goals. Ultimately.
Yeah, I'm sure you will do. You have an aspiration, you got a challenge. I'm sure, definitely. Some good networking. Maybe, I don't know if convention will show up next year, but yeah, you could network because there's so many people from all around the world that come across, Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just laughing at some of the questions that are coming in.
I just looked at them and I was like, I feel like I missed something.
We'll have to leave it for the Q&A, I think, definitely. We've got Lorena. Lorena, bless her. She says, "Hi, Jeremy. Sorry I'm late." Bless her. It's okay. She's good. She can catch up on the beginning of it if she wants. Yeah, definitely. We've got loads of stuff to say. That was brilliant. Was there a funny moment in your classes, a jam session, or an event at all, Jeremy?
Well, I guess I have some interesting two things are coming back to me. That the first one, I just have to say, and I think we've all had this as an instructor, wardrobe malfunctions.
Yeah.
And it gets cold here in the Midwest, here in Minnesota. And and so in the winter time, I wear insulated sweatpants to the gym, right? Because it's cold outside. I came out wearing shorts. So anyway, I went to teach class one day. We were doing fine. I got a little too extra, and I ripped my shorts mid-class. And I have nothing else. Like, I noticed it. I don't even know if the participants noticed it, like, at first. But, like, I was like, oh gosh, this ain't good. Like, I don't know what's going on. And so I usually put like a 10 to 15 second water break in the middle of class. And I extended it that day. And I had to go change into my insulated sweatpants. So I taught the rest of class, right, in our studio, which was probably around, room temperature, 70 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever. And now I'm wearing insulated sweatpants for the second half of class. And like these sweatpants are designed to be worn in temperatures that are under 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And so now I'm dying of heat stroke because I put these other pants on. But like, oh, like we do what we do. We got to keep the class going. And the second one is I more so not funny, but like completely like absurd situations. So when I was teaching back in my hometown in South Dakota, I used to teach on the basketball court in the gymnasium, and we'd just split it. We'd have half of the gymnasium, and there was also a walking track. And like, so I've had my class posted on this Sunday afternoon. We've been having class for months, and all of a sudden someone decides that like they want to walk on the walking track and they want it to be quiet. And apparently they didn't like the level of my music and how loud it was. And it wasn't like louder than it had ever been before. But out of nowhere, I see this guy up on the second level on the walking track, and he's like waving his hands at me, trying to get my attention. And I'm like, okay, like, so I pull out one of my front row divas who had been recently trained to be an instructor. And I was like, can you just continue the warm up? I got to go talk to this guy and see what he wants. And I get her to come up, and next thing I know, a hand weight falls on the floor behind me. So like he threw a weight from the second story to get my attention. And I'm just like, what is going on? And like for real, this happened. And we escorted that member out of the building that day.
Yeah, how can that happen? I don't get it, man. The fact that you mentioned that, it just reminded me of something. I had something, an incident similar actually. It's an interesting one. It's funny. But that, I don't know, it's it's an interesting one, especially when he's throwing weights around. That's not ideal.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I literally was
wrong with that
walking
person.
away. I was walking away to come talk to him, and like I was like, this is some.
Are you sure you want to be
Fun
walking
stories.
towards him?
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
No. So yeah, that's what sticks out.
Yeah.
I've fallen off the stage a lot of times too. I'll be honest.
I'm trying to remember. Have I fallen off or slipped or something? I've probably done. I've slipped a few times. I was yeah. Hopefully you didn't hurt yourself or anything.
Oh no, everything was good, but like there was one class I fell off the stage about 4 times.
One class, 4 times. Crumbs. Okay.
In one class, like it was great. It was great, but yeah, didn't hurt or anything. Like I was fine, but oh my gosh, the class was worried about me after that.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd be concerned. Definitely. Here you've got Elaine. She says the sweat. I think she was talking about the your insulated shorts actually.
Yeah.
Something must have been sweaty. Sweaty bees. Okay, that's nice.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing.
The answer is yes.
Anyway, she said something about. She said something about throwing his weight around. Literally, that was about the.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah. Jeremy, what do you love about being a Zumba instructor?
Oh my gosh. I love being able to create, like I said, this comes with like what I want to do in life too, but just being able to create that space that people can come to, and can be themselves and just, let whatever's going on in life or in the world and just let it go. I like being able to facilitate, that place. Because there's, and I mean now, right, with the pandemic that's going on, but I mean even before, there's always so much going on in people's lives, and people are looking for that place where they can get away, even for a moment, for an hour, and just forget what's going on, whether it be a stressful day at work or or they lost a loved one or something, and everyone's, just looking for that place where they can go be themselves and just forget about it and just have, true fun. And that's what I love getting to promote and create that space as a Zumba instructor.
Yeah, that outlet is definitely, yeah, brilliant. Oh, it's really good. Yeah, I completely agree with that one. Yeah, it does. I mean, a lot of participants, they do come to our classes. They've had a tough day, whether they've been at university or at work and stuff, and they just need to get away from it for at least an hour. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yes.
Is there anyone that inspires you, Jeremy? It could be Zumba or otherwise.
Well, I say let's start with Zumba.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love Loretta Bates.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say from like everything she does when she's on ZIN volumes to classes, like and then just the message that she gives when she's teaching class. I've done Beauty of Dance with her at convention, and just her message is amazing, and what she does literally inspires me to be better. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, Loretta Bates,
I will
agree. She's really good. Her choreographies are awesome, actually. They're really good, definitely. She's a lovely lady.
Yes. I will say to become a jammer, the person that inspired me to do that was my fellow jammer here in Minnesota, Marky Hinker.
Mm-hmm.
She is currently at a jam right now. She is doing a virtual one. And I was like, I'll stop by, but I'm going to not be there at the start.
Oh, bless you. You're popping in after this, by the sounds of things.
Yeah. But she inspired me to really go out and get it and go after the jammer position.
Mm-hmm.
And really what it took. And so honestly, without her and without attending her sessions, I mean, there'd have been, a really big chance that, I would have never even looked at becoming a jammer. Mm-hmm. So I definitely have to, mention her as inspiration as well. Now, y'all can laugh. This is fine. Outside of Zumba, mm-hmm. I'm gonna say and this is more especially like this year as well. I would say, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift
inspires me. I'm a Swiftie, I'll admit it, and this year, it just really puts into perspective what you can do, because she wrote and produced an entire album, mm-hmm. during the pandemic and the shutdown, and I think I'm like, crap, what did I do in that time? I was just angry and went to work at the retail store I was at and just complained. And I'm like, there's people out here making albums. They're just not letting, she didn't let the pandemic stop her from doing what she loves.
Mm-hmm.
And that really spoke to me, in that context. So and that's actually, there's been a lot of different things that have played into it. But I haven't done a virtual jam session yet. And so because there's been a lot of things just going on in the pandemic and with life changing, the inspiration, I'll be honest, Taylor Swift, and just, not letting what's going on in the world stopping you. I was like, you know what? It's time. I love jamming so much that, it's time that I get back to it. And coming back, and I have my first virtual session coming up here in November. It's mm-hmm. November 7th, from 1 to 4 Central Time.
Nice, yeah.
Which is probably super early for you guys.
1 to 4, I'm trying to think. 1 to 4 for you. Oh, is it?
When was that? 7 a.m.
7 a.m. Is it for us?
No.
No, it isn't.
No, wait.
It's about
1 to 4. No, it's
there,
evening.
Isn't
Yeah, it's 2:30.
Yeah, evening's okay because I know some jammers here in the UK they're doing later ones so they can, so the others in different countries, maybe the USA, can actually join their jam sessions. And I'm sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that actually join jam sessions in the middle of the morning. So yeah, so you never know.
So, oh
Get a
yeah,
few people, definitely. No, it's
it
cool.
is. It is a virtual session. I see Elaine commented.
Yeah, yeah. She's
It will
gonna.
be virtual.
This one, she's very active, man. I always laugh at Elaine because she's hilarious. Yeah, she talks about spanking bums and stuff. You should see all her stories on Instagram and Facebook. It's pretty hilarious, to be honest. She's a funny one.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny.
She
No, yeah,
makes me
it is
laugh.
virtual. It'll be on Zoom.
Hmm.
Um, if you go on Zumba.com, it's a co-jam, so it's gonna be myself and Jaime Ortiz
Hmm.
from Oklahoma here in the States.
Hmm.
And so it'll be the two of us. It is listed under his name. So like you
Jeremy,
won't see my name. My name's
yeah,
additional, but
yeah. But what's that? Yeah, you need to post it. Post it in the comments for people. I'm sure Elaine would join. She's lovely and she's very active actually. I wouldn't be surprised if she did. Got Jose. He says hello actually. Bless him.
hello.
Yeah, he's good. He guested with us like a few weeks ago. Yeah, nice, nice
Okay.
lad. Yeah, it was cool.
Yes, yes.
Definitely. So yeah. So when is your jam session again?
It's November 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a
November.
month out? Yeah.
Yeah, a month. Good. That's good. Some good notice. I'm sure Elaine will join, and she's a slapper as well. So she says. Bless her. I'm sure she'll give you a shout out. Bless her. So that's great. So Zumba wise and yeah, and Taylor Swift. That was a new one. I've never had anyone mention a singer or an artist like that. To be honest, that was good. Definitely, it was cool. Yeah. So tell us about your classes at the moment. I know you're doing your first virtual jam session. Have you done any classes or anything? Is there anything live going on in your part of the world? What are they doing? What's the current circumstances over there?
It's so the gyms are open here in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
So I currently have 7 in-person classes a week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know, maybe I overdid it, but that's fine. it's it's all good. And they're between regular Zumba, aqua Zumba, and then I have a class that they prefer like top 40s, and so it's just like a studio
Dance
dance
class,
class.
yeah.
Um, but I mean, it's all the concepts of Zumba. It's just the music isn't all the Zumba music. Um, but yeah, so 7 a week in-person classes. It's been crazy, and what I've found out is, people are ready to get out. People are ready to dance and go to that, like I said, that space so they can just forget about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know this isn't common everywhere, but like my home club, gym, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
is I teach at multiple gyms, but like my primary one, the dance classes are the most well attended, and like the classes I have there are always full. It caps at 24 people, just based on the room size and making sure everybody's distanced. Um, and we cap at 24 people, and I used to have one class Monday, one class Wednesday, and they would sell out in 5 minutes because people are so ready to just get out and dance and come to that space. It got to the point where I now do back-to-back classes on Monday nights to get more people into a class, because we were having people on wait list and people were getting mad because they couldn't get in, and we're like, well, let's add another one. And so it's good. I did virtual classes back when the gyms were shut down, and let me tell you, if you're on here watching this and you're on the fence of ever doing a virtual class, like teaching it, um, I would say just go for it. Jump in and do the virtual class. Um, because back when I was doing them, because the gyms were shut down, like it was the most rewarding thing ever. To still get to dance and connect with
Definitely, you know
people.
what? I mean, especially at the start, our participants, when we did it, they were just really grateful because it was all a bit weird, and there was,
Uh-huh.
some, yeah, yeah, it was interesting. Definitely bringing all your participants back together and having good banter before class as well. It's nice and seeing all their faces. Definitely.
So just do it. Do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
It's really good. I know Elaine, bless her, she does a gold chair one. And she started hers recently,
uh-huh.
I think in the last few weeks. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, she can tell you all about it. Let's hear about it. Come on, Elaine. Bless. So, yeah, that sounds good. That's interesting. So live classes are still running. Obviously, social distancing requirements are in place. Is that right?
Yes.
You're running double classes to just fit more people in.
Yep.
Okay. That's pretty good. No, it seems like, yeah, that sounds good. It's brilliant. It's really good. Okay,
And
guys.
obviously, if you don't go ahead.
Carry on, don't worry.
Uh, I was just gonna say, and it's all perfectly safe. Here in Minnesota, we have, masks are required when walking around in the building,
Mm-hmm.
and such. Um, but in my area, we're allowed to take it off during the class
Yeah,
because they're distanced.
yeah.
But before and after it has to go on. I've gotten crazy. So I love my masks,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought one that lights up.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can
yeah.
even see it.
Yeah, I can see it, definitely. Green, blue. Oh,
And it just
strobes.
gets to be fun. So, no, I was like, if we're gonna wear these things, I'm gonna have fun with it.
Definitely. Definitely. No, no, it's really good. Thank you for sharing that. That was really good. I haven't seen that actually. I think I've seen something vague, but that was really good. I really appreciate you sharing that with us and enlightening us about light up masks. That was good, definitely. Do you get any people commenting about it? Oh, you got
Yes.
messages on those as well. What does it say? Well,
This one says welcome. And I can fully customize it to say whatever I want. So it's said dance on it. I've had it say workout. It's super fun. The participants, well, they love it. They absolutely love it. I get told that I'm extra. I'm definitely extra in class.
yeah.
And well, light up masks. So
That's so Elaine. She says
it's fine, but they love it.
yeah, Elaine says such a cool mask. Love it. I want one. So she says. Yeah, I'm not sure why the comments aren't flowing in on our end, but I can see it on the side. So where did you get it? You might need to put a link down or something like this, I think.
These two masks came from AndrewChristiansen.com.
Ah, okay.
Andrew Christian, sorry.
You hear that, Elaine?
Yes.
Hook yourself up. Bless you. That's brilliant. Okay, so we've got Q&A session now. Okay. So yeah, leave us some questions and we'll try and answer as many as we can. Brilliant. So let's find the questions here.
I do see Elaine said she's working that Saturday, November 11th. The time is 1 to 4, which for you guys in the UK would be 7 to 10.
7 o'clock, 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. Okay, Elaine. I think Ireland are on the same time as well as us. I know. Is that in November? Because I think actually, you know what? End of this month, our clocks go back. I'm trying to think.
Yep.
So say now it's almost 9 o'clock. It'll be like almost 8. Almost 8.
Ours go back too.
Yeah. So it might still be 6 hours behind or something. I think it goes back on the 25th of October.
Yours? Mine changes November 1st.
Yes, you. Oh, November 1st. So I think it's going to be in November. So I reckon so. She says, yes, I finish at 6 p.m. I'll be there. So she is definitely there. Bless her.
Love it.
Yeah, she's in there definitely. That sounds good. That's good. So let me just find some more questions here. Let's have a look. She says, has it changed a lot in 4 years since becoming a jammer?
I would say, the core of the jam program is the same. I've noticed some little changes. I wouldn't say from what I've seen, it's changed a whole lot. But like some little changes, like music requirements and stuff has changed since they've introduced like the R2 rhythm jam sessions. And so then they changed just some of the little requirements for the choreo jam sessions and such, and like what it looks like, and how things go. I know like rhythm jammers, like the jam session itself there has changed a lot, because if I remember right, on rhythm sections, like it used to be like you got 2 songs and then like they would break down the core steps again for that rhythm, and I know that changed and now they teach 4
So yeah.
songs.
And they cut out the intro to the rhythm.
Yeah. And so I know that's changed slightly. But over that, I think just some small like logistics of how the session flows have changed. But nothing like big per se, other than just launching the rhythms and the specialty jams.
Yeah.
It's just little things to tweak, and they really do listen to the surveys afterwards, and that the ZIN members send in to really what the ZIN members want in a session, and that's how these changes come about. And like, yeah, so little things here and there, but the core is still ultimately the same, I would say.
Yeah, they introduced a new thing, obviously, for the virtual, the virtual jam sessions, obviously, in the last 6 months, haven't they? Which is different.
True. It's been, if you haven't taken a virtual jam session yet, I will say you will still get the same experience, right? You might just not be, shoulder to shoulder with someone next to you, but you're all dancing, the jammers watching, helping, answering questions, just like you would in a real session, which I think is amazing. I love that technology lets us do that.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's awesome. It's brilliant. Definitely. Yeah, it's great. Let's see what other questions we've got here. Guys, want to leave us some questions below? That'd be great. Yeah, so what keeps you motivated? Classes, jam sessions, etc.
I would say, just what we ask at the end of class, how do you feel? I would say literally the feeling, inspiring people, and really, like, I'm gonna be honest, like the love you get back from the students as well, right? Obviously, like, it's a two-way street, right? You inspire them, and I will 100% say I'm inspired by my students every week. And so just getting that, it's literally a two-way street inspiration that keeps me motivated to come back, and with those students every week, that keeps me motivated to come up with new routines, new songs. I take requests from my class, and for songs they might want. And now obviously unfortunately every request doesn't make it in.
I know what you mean.
but I listen to it, like, and check it out, and obviously we gotta, and the classes that are labeled as Zumba, I'm keeping it very authentic to Zumba, and what it is there, and and I mean, sometimes with requests, you're not feeling it, like I really have to, like, myself, I connect with a song, and and can choreograph it. And I'll be honest, there are some songs that I'm just like, I don't know what I can do with this.
I know you, man. I think we've all been there. You've got to feel the song, Yeah.
Yes.
If you're not feeling it, you're really not gonna get very far. So
But I mean, on the same side, there's songs that like I'll be like, I'm not feeling it, and I'll come back like 4 months later, and I'll be like, oh, I felt it now,
yeah, I know what you
right?
mean.
So
Definitely, it takes some time and experience. Sometimes new rhythms that we're not really familiar with, you know, they start to creep in, and you start to enjoy them more, especially when you learn the steps, you know. And then later on, you think
yes,
I can choreograph this. This sounds like it, like you know, it's something I enjoy. You know,
for real.
definitely.
I'll tell you with
Mm-hmm.
rhythms I've struggled with, like so this is gonna probably sound crazy,
Like
but
samba.
I could not do salsa to
Uh huh.
save my life. For the first year I was teaching classes.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. Like I
I,
just like I don't understand it.
I
I didn't get
completely
it, and then all of a
understand.
sudden it clicked.
I absolutely love it, you know, but I was a similar situation, you know, where, you know, I really wanted to. I was trying to hack it, you know, and yeah, yeah, keeping it simple, I think at the start really makes a big difference, you know, with
Yes.
salsa. You know, you need to find the right songs as well. But over time,
Mm-hmm.
you get to a good feeling of the rhythm, yeah, and yeah, I completely agree.
Yes.
How
Yeah.
about how about samba? Samba's an interesting one, isn't it? Good news.
I enjoy samba. Like
Yeah.
it's really great. Like my class, I don't know if they enjoy, but like I sneak it in every now and then,
Yeah.
and they're like, Jeremy, how do your feet move that fast?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. But yes.
Yeah. That was brilliant. So I've got a question here. Do you see the feedback from jams? You know, you got to fill a questionnaire at the end of a jam session. Do you see them?
Um, not often,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So that feedback goes straight to home office.
Mm-hmm.
Now, um, so do know it's 100% anonymous.
Yeah.
Um, I've been jamming for 4 years now. Yeah, and I think I've seen feedback from the sessions
Mm-hmm.
twice.
Yeah.
So it really does go straight to home office. Now, obviously, if there's anything you're concerned about on those sessions, home office does read them, and they will reach out to us as well. But do know that survey is 100%, anonymous to the jammer, and they ask for your ID and your name just to make sure you are truly in the session. That's the only reason. Um, but when they did give, because what was it? 1 year, we did get like a packet of information that was specific to us, just so we could see how we were doing, and it had stats and stuff. And we got to see some comments, but it literally was like given as a paragraph. So here's what people have said about you. And I'm like, it wasn't even broken down into like what session it was from. It was literally
There you go.
just a chunk of information. And I'm just like, it could have been from, my jam in January. It could have been in September. It's
Could have been
so we see it
every now and then.
rarely, is
Yeah.
every now and then. So like, I mean, and what I would say, and I mean, this is what I tell people at my jams too, is if there's something that's not working, or if there's an issue, like don't be afraid to reach out to the jammer. Don't be afraid to reach out to me, and like, let's get it corrected right away. Let's get it fixed. Because ultimately it's the jam sessions are for the ZIN members, and we want you to have a good experience, and we want you to get everything out of them that you're expecting, and that you came for, and so like don't be afraid to ask,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. But yes, I hope that answered the question.
Yeah, definitely. It says, what dye do you use? I apologize for this question.
From hair dye, is that what it
Yeah,
says?
hair dye, yes.
um it has changed over the years. I've been dyeing my hair colors for about
Mm-hmm.
8 years now, I think. Yeah, 2012, fall of 2012. And it's changed. I go back and forth. So I'll be honest, I never bleach my own hair. I always have a stylist do it. Because I'm like, they're the professional. They understand hair. They understand this chemical. I will let them bleach my hair because I don't want to fry my hair. So they do that. Now I've had, different people, different hairstylists do my hair, and obviously they use whatever color is that they use in their office or in their salon or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Now I believe my most recent one here in the Minnesota, Minneapolis metro area is a fellow Zumba instructor. She does my hair. I love it. It's great. She loves doing the fun colors. I believe the color she uses is Lonza right now. But I will say, doing your hair is expensive. And I will say, I absolutely love my grandma. So this fun fact, my grandma has bought me hair color from a beauty shop. To help me save money. And so I have some color at home so that I can throw it in just to brighten my hair up and make the color more vibrant. And that's where this blue came from. I mean, this is pretty faded out from what it was. It was a lot darker. But
isn't it nice,
so
actually? I really like it. It's just a nice tint. I was going to say, to be honest, I'm admiring it myself.
I am so impressed with how this is stayed.
She loves it, actually. She's fab. Love the color. So she agrees.
It usually doesn't stay this long. Like I am so impressed with the color right now. But yeah, it was a lot darker. I'm trying to see if I have anything in here. It was probably this color blue to start with. Yeah. And I mean, so obviously we're a lot lighter now.
Yeah, no,
but yeah, usually by this point, with as long as I've had this color in, like it would be washed out to super light, almost coming to white. And I don't know, this color is just sticking this time, and I absolutely love it.
No, that's brilliant. That's good. We have Simone from Germany. She says, I went to a Samba school to learn Samba to bring it into her class. But bless her. Yeah. I might need to go to Samba school as well. or a session convention.
Right.
Yes.
I tell you, I love convention. Oh my gosh, I've done so many like sessions and such with the focus on rhythms at convention, and it's been amazing. I really should check out, obviously when things open up a little bit more here, I really want to check out some more like the specialty and like the rhythm dance classes that happen. I know they happen in the area I live in. I just haven't had time to look into them because I used to work in retail and I no longer anymore. So like I have more time in my life.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's good. Lovely. So I'm just having a look at the results of the poll. Okay. So the question is, what rhythm is Jeremy's favorite? Okay. Shall I give you the answers that we've had here?
I'm excited to see.
Yeah. So we've got, because we've got a couple of streams on Facebook here. Belly dance is a popular one, and so salsa and cumbia. So, but I think the majority, by the looks of things, majority is for belly dance. What is your favorite rhythm, Jeremy?
I am known for belly dance.
Belly dance, brilliant. So that was a good guess.
For real.
It's a good one. Definitely. That's brilliant.
My classes have requested that I take out some of the belly dance that I do, because not only have I done like belly dance, like authentic drum solo, then I've done like I've gone to a belly dance jam session and brought all 4 songs to class. And I'll also like try to sprinkle it into other songs just to get people accustomed to it.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love belly dance and like the history and the roots of the rhythm, and it's a killer workout too.
Yeah, no, I really love belly dance. Actually, it's a great rhythm. It's really good. It is brilliant. So you do a lot so that people ask you not to put too many.
I did. It's just I have a few people right in the front right now that I've had to start taking some more of them out. I may have overdone the belly dance the past couple months, but that's fine.
But no, it's good. Yeah, no, it's brilliant. I know that when we love a rhythm, we tend to add a lot of it, and yeah, no, I've been there before. Something similar with different rhythms. Brilliant. So Jeremy, let's see, guys. Do you want to leave us some more questions actually below? Let me see. Okay. Elaine says, I can't wait to get to convention. Bless her. I'm not sure if we're now. Do you think we'll be at convention next year?
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely afraid that it'll get postponed again because I know there's a lot of things in the first half of 2021 that have already been canceled.
Yeah.
And obviously I don't have any insider information because it all depends on how things go. But I am 100% hoping that it'll happen. It's something I look forward to every year. Honestly, it's worth it. It's business trip, it's vacation, it's meeting new friends, getting to hang out in person with people from around the world. It was definitely hard this year when the news came out that they were going to cancel it. And I was like, what? But like, I understand, the reasonings as well. So I'm crossing my fingers that it happens next year.
Definitely. Let's hope so. Yeah, definitely it's an interesting one. I hope so, but obviously it depends. There's a lot of things cancelled. I think we tend to know about April time, don't we? Something like that. March. Yeah, May. April, May, something like that. That's when we tend to know. I think probably that. I think Zumba probably. Yeah. Is it March, you think? I'm trying to remember.
Typically, like, they announce it end of February, and registration opens beginning of March.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I know this year it got pushed back.
Yeah, they tend to They tend to announce that when the registration will open and have the sessions listed, and then they open it maybe around April or something like that. I remember something vague. But yeah. Elaine says, can I slap and have shots there?
Absolutely.
Yes, do what you want.
Convention is just one big old party.
It is a party, actually. It is good fun. It's brilliant. No, it's awesome. Jeremy, do you want to introduce next week's guest?
Absolutely. So next week we have the pleasure of bringing on Carrie Ann Southwick from the UK, and she is a Zumba wear seller.
Definitely, that'll be good.
As well.
Yeah, looking forward to chatting with her next week. Should be good. Brilliant. Thank you so much for that, Jeremy. That was brilliant. Just in a comment from Elaine, she's just putting laughing smileys. That's her. She's funny. Yeah, no, but that's it. It's awesome, Jeremy. Thank you so much for sharing, your journey with us and enlightening us about your the jammer journey. That's really, really good. It was really great, and it was brilliant. And I love your hair. Hair's amazing. Lots of compliments about your hair here. No, it's brilliant. Thank you so much for that, Jeremy. You are amazing. Seriously.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Bless you. Thank you, everyone, and for participating in our discussions. Tune in next week with myself and Kerry. It's a goodbye from Jeremy.
Bye-bye. Thanks for having me.
And it's a goodbye from me. Take care, guys. Thank you. See you Sunday. Bye-bye.